Fifi, the world's only flying B-29. They built 3,970 of these aircraft during World War II. And she is the only remaining flying B-29. So she's very precious to the Commemorative Air Force, and we rub on her a lot and take good care of her. We do about 100 hours of maintenance for every hour we fly her, so she's well taken care of. Well, Fifi was delivered July the 31st, 1945. About 2 weeks later, the war was over, so she stayed in the States the whole time. Finally ended up in the China Lake Desert at the Naval Proving Ground. Sat out there for some 17 years until we found her and got permission to restore her and fly her out. And then worked on her for 3 more years to get her ready to travel. And in 1974, we took her on tour, and she's been touring ever since.
I'm just excited. My uncle is on the crew, and my grandfather used to fly B-29s, so this is kind of a dream come true, getting to take a ride. You know, just the experience of being in a plane like this is indescribable.
Well, the Commemorative Air Force is an organization honoring American military aviation through flight, exhibition, and remembrance. And we're trying to keep alive the memories of those people who were involved in the World War II aviation that provided us our freedom that we're enjoying today. Yeah, in the front of the airplane there was a crew of 6, and in the back a crew of 5. So there was an 11-man crew during World War II. Up in the nose was a bombardier who was also a gunner. Then you had your pilot, commander, and your co-pilot. You had the flight engineer, you had the navigator, and you had the radio operator. In the back of the airplane, you had 4 gunners and a radar operator. In the nose position was 1 gun sight, and the 2 bubbles on the sides were gun sights, and the bubble on top between those 2 side bubbles was a gun sight, and then there was a gun sight in the tail of the aircraft. And all the guns were remote controlled, computerized, and operated through the gun sights. So the gun sight was really telling the computer what was going on, and that was how they were aimed. So there was no hands-on gun placement on the airplane. In 2006, we grounded it, and we felt that the engines, which were the World War II style engines, were not safe enough for us to continue flying. And we had hybrid engines built. And in 2010, she rolled out with 4 new engines, and they have been performing very, very well. We're very happy with them. They built over 300,000 aircraft during World War II, and as a matter of fact, very few are left today. Normally on just a modest cruise setting, we'll burn 400 gallons an hour, and about 6 to 8 gallons of oil an hour total. So it's a very expensive aircraft just to fly. So that's why we're out and, raising funds for the aircraft, and also bringing history to the people so they can come out and see it, touch it, and smell it, and ride on it, and keep the memories alive, too, of those who, provided our freedom for us.
There was almost 4,000 B-29s that were built during World War II. Believe it or not, you can build that many airplanes, and only 1 is left today to still fly. That's our Commemorative Air Force B-29 Fifi. I mean, I won't kid you, there's no doubt there's some responsibility that comes with that, to think that you certainly don't want to be the last guy to fly the world's only B-29 Superfortress. But we take great care, we do a lot of training, so there's a great weight of responsibility. But the neatest thing about it, of course, is the historical value of what this airplane represents, the men, the women, what our country. I believe that preserving this airplane is as important as preserving the national anthem. It has to continue to fly. It has to continue to tell the story, and the Commemorative Air Force is dedicated to do that.